Hi everyone, welcome back to Keyline Property Group. I hope you really enjoyed our last video and found it educational. As promised, today we're here with Vanessa and we're going to talk about everything conveyancing. Everyone meet Vanessa.
Hi, I'm Vanessa from Country Lane Conveyancing.
One of our most frequently asked questions anywhere in conversation is, what is a conveyancer? A lot of people don't actually know, so we thought that might be a nice place for you to start, Vanessa, and just explaining what it is you actually do.
As a licensed conveyancer, we will clearly explain the process involved and make sure that all of the requirements in order to legally transfer the property to you are taken care of and make the process as simple as possible.
Yeah. And that's a really important thing, and it's why it's so important to engage a conveyancer as opposed to self-representing, because you spend hours upon hours explaining to people step by step the entire process.
Absolutely. Yeah. And really it is the most important thing, because it can make all the difference between you feeling completely and utterly lost and not knowing what you're doing, and feeling like it's actually not such a complicated process when somebody looks after you.
Definitely. At the end of the last video, we were at the point of signing a contract and going into a cooling off period. So this would be the perfect point for Vanessa to actually explain to us what a cooling off period is and what's involved in that process.
So a cooling off period is the period once you've signed a contract that gives you time to do all your checks and balances. So as your conveyancer, we will look at what's in the contract, that you have your finance approved, the reports you need to get if you're buying a house rather than land, all of the things that you need to be ready for that cooling off period to expire. Once we've got all our ducks in a row, then we can end that cooling off period or at the end of the 10 days, and that's when you pay the balance of your deposit.
Which is the scary part.
Yes.
Okay, so your cooling off period's expired, you've paid your 10% deposit. What happens in that in-between time from paying your deposit to actually settling? Sometimes it can be a longer process, it sort of depends, but Vanessa, you can maybe explain a bit better what happens in that in-between time.
So once your cooling off period's expired and you've paid your deposit, we'll make sure that all of your searches are done, ready for settlement. That means your mortgage documents need to be signed. It means our searches are all done, everything's checked and balanced, ready for either the settlement time to arrive or the plan to register and your lot to be ready to settle.
So that's the most exciting part, isn't it? Because that's when we can start building our dream homes. Okay, so we've reached the pivotal point of the entire process, which is actually settling. So Vanessa, what's actually involved in this process?
So most settlements these days are done electronically. This is a wonderful step forward in conveyancing, which has only come in the last couple of years. It means that rather than in the old days everybody physically meeting for a settlement and handing over checks, it's all done electronically through a digital workspace. It really eliminates a lot of the human error and the issues that can take place at settlement, and really makes the transition much smoother. Absolutely.
So the purchasers don't have to really worry about a thing, they just get told when it's happened.
Yep.
And congratulations.
Yep, exactly. We'll run through all the figures, make sure they are aware of where their money's going, what it's being spent on.
Yep.
So they know right down to the last step what exactly is happening.
Yep.
It'll settle, we'll ring them and say congratulations, it's all done.
Perfect. I think we've covered most bases from a conveyancing perspective, so thank you so much to Vanessa, our special guest today.
You're very welcome.
And tune in for our next video with Charmaine from GJ Gardner.